So you're interested in the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage. Well, this small channel has ranked #1 in YouTube search for that cage for the last 3 years. Why, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. It's because I love that cage so much that I even made a little song when I talk about the cage, the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage. That's how I like to describe it. I love it, and I've done so many videos on that cage that I become the source for that cage. Some of you who more recently found my channel may not realize that or may not have seen all of these videos. So I put a bunch together for you guys to check out. I hope this helps you guys. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. It's an unboxing day, y'all, a day I've been waiting for a long time. I'm going to be unboxing the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. It's an awesome rack for your home gym, and it's very affordable at $250 or so. And that's without the optional lat pull down, which I'll be going over in a couple of days when that gets in. But for today, we're gonna go ahead and set this up. I'm gonna tell you how the setup goes, and we're gonna check it out. Peace. All right, everybody, here it is. This is the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage. This is the version without the lat pull down. I did buy the lat pull down later, and we'll talk about that in a second. I want to let you know that right now you see this thing for $311, but you can get this anywhere between $250 and $350, and that's a great deal. Sometimes you'll see the price jacked up to $400, $500, $600. Don't get it at that price. It's worth it, but it will always go down in a couple of weeks or so. Now, this is a game changer, y'all, because you're going to be able to do your squat. You get your squat game on. Don't do like this guy. Why they showing this guy outside the cage, I don't know. That's the safety. That's why you're getting it. You got safety in the cage, right? You're also going to be able to get your row game on, right? So you get that bar up off the ground, take a little pressure off your back. You got your pull-ups you'll be able to do. If you're a tall person, this cage is only 7 feet tall, so you're going to have to kick those feet up, but it's worth it, y'all. I'm not kidding. We're using the crap out of this thing over here. You got your safety catch so you can get your bench press game in, all right? Now, there are some accessories that you can get at a little added price. I don't think you need all of them, but some of them I definitely suggest. The first one being the Olympic plate holders. The reason why I suggest you get these is because if you start doing some TRX work or you're hanging something off of this and you're pulling on it, it's only about 170 pounds and you could pull it over. So you want to get you something that allows you to load up some weight and make the system a lot safer. Now, I already own a Landmine and some dip handles, but I think both of those would be good options to add to this system if you're getting one. Now, once you do all that, you add a lot of these things in, you're going to be looking at adding a $250 to $300 additional dollars to this system. And if you already have the separate lat pull down, cool. But if you don't, ditch all that, y'all, and go straight to the optional lat pull down attachment, because this piece right here is gonna blow the system out for you and basically give you a gym at your house. Because at this point, you're gonna be able to do cable curls, you're gonna be able to do your seated rows, you're gonna be able to do your lat pull downs, you're gonna be able to do your tricep push downs. I mean, you got just so many more options that you're going to add to this system if you attach this. And it only adds 22 inches to the back of the system, so it's not like you're adding a bunch of space to it. It's still a very small footprint. Now that we got all that out the way, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing together real quick. I'm not going to show everything, but I'll kind of give you an idea of what I did and show you any places where it was difficult. Here we go. First, let me just say, Fitness Reality did a phenomenal job of making this easy, y'all. I would just advise you to take your time, get everything laid out, get all the wrappers off, and then open the box, glance over the instructions a little bit, and then get ready for a really pleasant build. I really like the way they put the hardware pack together. There's steps 1 through 7, and those steps point you directly to whatever hexagon head bolts you're going to be using, washers and nylon nuts. Now, if you're not an ogre or a caveman like myself, you might want to use a rubber mallet to put these foot end caps into the base. And then if not, you can always use the tapping on the ground technique. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put the upright frame into the brackets of the base frame. Be sure to make sure that those arrows are pointing away from the base when you do that. Now it's gonna tell you to do this laying from the side, but I found it easier to stand it upright because that way you could actually see the front of the bolt when you pushed it through the base of the frame. Yeah, no, that's cool. Now listen. Fitness Reality is going to supply you with 2 wrenches, but I'm going to ask you to go ahead and get your best Lamar Jackson on, warm up your arm, and toss them as far as you can, and then go get yourself a socket wrench, because doing it without one is really not reality. Come on. You see, right here is another example of why I found it easier to assemble this standing up rather than laying on its side like it is right now, which I did on the second side when I started to assemble the other side of the cage. All right, this is step 5, and this is where you attach the pull-up bar and the L brackets to the upper frame. If there's any part of this where you might want to grab a buddy, this is probably it. This is the one part where I felt it would have been nice to have a partner helping me out. So right now, I'm 1 hour and 40 minutes into the process, and I'm attaching the rear crossbars and L brackets to the upright frames. because that's gonna make it really easy to now put on to do this. Feel me? Here it is. Now this right here is the last step. Get the last couple bolts locked in, and then we're gonna give this thing a big old shake to let everything settle in. After that, we start tightening everything up and get ready to start using this baby. All right. Well, there it is. That's the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. I did end up buying and attaching the lat pull down attachment, and it was really easy to do after I built this cage out. So if you guys have any questions about that, just let me know. I can shoot you a video and show you guys what that looks like also. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you have any questions, please ask in the comments. And if you like this, please hit the like button, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel as well. Love and peace, everybody. Out. There we have it. Dope. This is dope. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Vern and I'm back with another video. All right, I recently unboxed and built the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage for you guys. Well, today I've attached the lat pull down attachment, and I'm gonna run through a 6 body part workout that shows you exactly why this is a perfect candidate for your garage, your home gym, or your backyard. I'm telling you, this is it, y'all. If you wanna get you a very budget-friendly $700 system, look no further than the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. So I'm just gonna warm up here real quick and then run through a simple weight loss circuit that I might take a client through with this power rack. Along the way, I'm gonna review the rack and tell you why I like it so much. Now, if your honey or hubby is within earshot, this is the sneaky time to turn up the volume and let them hear why this is the perfect Christmas gift for you during this time where so many of us have had to transition from the gym to at-home workouts. Now, as a quick recap, this cage and lat pull down are found on Amazon. The cage should run you between $250 and $350, and the lat pull down should run you between $225 and $300 when bought separately. If you order them together, the cheapest I've seen them for is about $700, so save yourself a few bucks and order them separately. Beware the price hike, y'all. It always returns to around these prices within a few weeks. I'm currently not an Amazon affiliate, and this is my 100% pure review where I receive no compensation from Amazon. But after 3 weeks with this thing, I'm in love. Now I'm going to start off with the classic bench press. I'm using the updated Fitness Reality adjustable fold-up bench, which I chose because the review said it was more stable than the old version. And I can tell you, it's rock solid. And that's important for exercises like bench step-ups. For those of you looking for the workout, we're going to bang out 12 moderate weight bench press reps. I'm going a little lighter today because I worked out my chest yesterday. I'm going to point this out a lot, but one thing to notice here is the size of this cage. It's not the full-size rack that you recall from the gym, so its footprint is small while its value is big. It's 7 feet tall with or without the lat pull down, 47 inches long without the pull down and 68 with it, and 48 inches wide without the plate holders and 66 inches when you add them. You're going to be able to load up the weight here too because you have the long safety bars, which you don't have with a standard weight bench. Think about the peace of mind that adds whether you're under the bench or in the house while your boo is in the garage working for those gains. All right, let's move on to the back. For those of you working out, we need 12 reps with no body English. Focus on contracting the shoulder blades with each rep. Now the lat pull down is an awesome exercise for strengthening the latissimus dorsi muscle and creating that V taper or hourglass figure that both men and women desire. I'm doing regular lat pull downs here, but I could just as easily be doing a standing single arm cable row or even a seated cable row with this piece of gear. Obviously this rack has the pull-up bar, but most people can't do many pull-ups or pull up at all for that matter, so consider that if you're building out your home gym and deciding what to buy. Adding additional lat pull down to this cage is what truly makes this unit unique and priceless in your home or garage gym. All right, let's move on to shoulders. I'm going to be performing a landmine snatch and press. And in order for you to do this, you're going to need to add the landmine attachment to your cage. I already owned a standalone landmine, so I didn't buy the landmine attachment, but I wanted to show you the versatility of the cage when adding some of the available accessories. For those of you working out, study this move and seek guidance from a professional before attempting to perform this exercise. I love adding this athletic exercise right into the middle of a circuit when I'm training because it kicks up the heart rates of my clients and adds some fun and agility to the workout. Landmines are cool like that, and I really like that they are a great way to work the transverse plane into a workout, which a lot of people forget to add into their training regimens. Landmine squat jumps, landmine Romanian deadlifts, landmine rotational deadlifts, and the landmine squat with rotational press are a few exercises that you could add to your arsenal by adding a landmine to your cage. Bear with me for a second, y'all. I wanted to add a little weight just because I love this exercise so much and wanted to feel a little more of the challenge of it. I'm 50 years old, so I love dynamic exercises like this one because they're an opportunity for me to be powerful and to athletically use the muscles that I train every day without putting my body at too much risk. Not to say that 50 is too old to be an athlete, because that's definitely not something that I believe. Hoo-hoo-hoo! That is some work. I'm torturing my damn self for this video, man. That is no good. Okay, I'm gonna jump back over to the rack so I can show y'all how to work the biceps with the power cage and lat pull down. Okay, we're doing cable curls, a simple exercise that you can usually only do at the gym. But because we blowing out our garage gym, we're doing them right here at the crib. Now again, I'm doing 2-arm cable curls right here, but I could easily be doing single-arm cable curls by attaching a handle. I could also attach a rope to the upper attachment point and do high curls with the bicep long head fully extended. We've got options galore, y'all. This thing just opens up mad options for every single body part. And right now, I'm working the gun show. Bang, bang. Okay, workout peeps, I'm talking between these exercises, but remember, you need to do them back to back before resting after squats, the sixth exercise. But right now, let's do the fifth exercise in the circuit, the tricep push downs. All the same rules apply to the triceps as the biceps when it comes to the cage's versatility. The cage simply adds a host of positioning options that not only allow you to do single arm tricep work, but also overhead tricep extensions and even your flat bench tricep pin presses by utilizing the cage's long safety bars. All right, everybody, I just want to take a second to say thank you for visiting my page. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching for this long. I hope the content that I'm producing is the kind of content that makes you guys feel like this is a worthy place to be on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. Take a second to like anything that you like. You know, look at some of the rest of the content that I'm putting out there. And for now, let's go ahead and finish this workout with the most important exercise in this circuit, which is barbell back squats. Being able to do this exercise at home is a game changer, and this is the one exercise that most of you will be buying the rack for. Having a cage allows you to perform one of, if not the absolute best leg exercises that you can do. This is going to give your guy or gal those round glutes, thick quads, and defined hamstrings, and without the cage, you simply cannot do this exercise at the higher level safely. Remember that if you're doing this workout, you need to repeat it a total of 3 times with 1 minute of rest between the 6 exercises that create each cycle. All right, that's my review and my workout for the 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I did it a little bit differently to allow some of you who weren't familiar with the cage to see exactly what the cage could do. Now, hopefully, you can go on to your shopping experiences and get the gift that's right for your hubby or your honey. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. I'm excited. Today, I got a new attachment for the Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage, and it's the Fitness Reality Landmine attachment. It's on, y'all. Let's check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, it's a good day today. The Fitness Reality Landmine attachment. It finally got here, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up, see what it looked like, get it hooked up. I'm using a different set of scissors since my girl Jamie said that the last set I was using was looking kind of dainty. Well, it's got a comment in the comments. Hey, check it out. If you don't want to see me attach the Fitness Reality Landmine attachment, go ahead and skip down to the back of the video, and I'll show you how to get down with the attachment with a few exercises. Okay. All right, this is the Fitness Reality 810 Landmine attachment. And look, only 4 screws. This should be real easy to put together. This right here, you can go ahead and throw this in the garbage. If you build your Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage with this, you're crazy. Your arms are gonna be killing you and your system is gonna be loose. So make sure you get a socket wrench and don't try to use something like this to tighten up that cage or any accessory like this. So if you haven't been working out, you might need some help to get this off the ground. I've been working out a little bit, so hopefully I can get it up. But I just noticed something. To make this easier, y'all, you're gonna attach these pieces. Come on up in here for a second now. Let me show them what I'm talking about. So what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna lay this on the ground first, okay? Like this, all right? and then you're just gonna slide it under there, because I found it a little bit difficult. If you put this piece underneath first, you have to find the grooves. Once you put this guy on top, you're gonna have to lift it and find the grooves, okay? What I mean by that, you're gonna have to lift to find the grooves. So what I'm gonna suggest you guys do is go ahead and put it in the grooves, line it up. Come on up here, over my shoulder. You're gonna line it up this way, and then you're just gonna slide it in, all right? I mean, I think that's the easiest way to get this done, and then start, you know, tightening up all your bolts. So now, I got it all lined up. Just gonna give it a little lift. Make sure I still got it, yep. Ease it on in. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now all I gotta do is go ahead and tighten it up. So I think, uh-oh. Go ahead, that's not. Tight enough. All right, maybe I got the wrong ones on there, so I'm gonna back that up for a second, because there's 2 slots here, you guys. So let's back it up. And I think what I need to do now is actually get it to this point for my rack. Now, if you got the Titan rack or one of these other racks with the wider base, you may be able to use the other screws. So I'm gonna do that one more time, y'all. I got it all lined up. Oh yeah, now I got a nice fit. I get it. All right, so as you can see, it's a lot more tight here. See how it's much more tight? So let's go ahead and do that again. Got it there. We're just gonna kind of ease the whole thing up. Slide it in. A nice secure fit now. Yeah, much better. All right, that's why this is a unboxing, y'all. I'm doing this unboxing and putting this thing together so you guys have an easier time when you do it yourself. That's what it's supposed to be about, right? So I'll tighten that up. If you have the bigger cage, you're gonna need the larger screws, all right? They're giving you an option. So I might go ahead and use the larger ones anyway. Let me look and see how much more that's gonna stick out and if it's going to affect. Nah, I'm gonna use the shorter ones because I don't want it banging around like that. The one thing that I like about the Fitness Reality landmine attachment is that it has a 360-degree movement. Now, some of the other ones, they only move vertically, okay? But with the Fitness Reality, you get the 360 movement, and that's very important if you want to do some of the explosive movements that you see me doing in some of my videos. All right, I need a little piece to hold the back end here. Now, don't be a doofus and put the washer on the wrong side, okay? Now, I lift weights. I ain't the best handyman, I admit that, okay? And what I did just now is I put the washer on the outside, but it actually should be over here. So you wanna put this guy through and then put your washer on and then tighten up your screw, okay? The nut rather, okay? My bad. Then you want to make sure you click this so it's tightened up the right way. Oh man, so much fun. One of the other nice things about this landmine is that it has both a 1-inch and a 2-inch. So some of you guys may not be using the Olympic size bar. And so you got the 1-inch bar down here for those of you who don't have the Olympic bar. And that's another reason why I think the Fitness Reality landmine attachment is better than some of the other ones on the market. And the other nice thing about this is that you can hook this up to any rack. Okay, as you can see, it was designed for both this, the 2-inch rack mount and a larger rack mount, depending on what you got. All right, here it is in all its glory, y'all. That's your Fitness Reality XLT Supermax Power Cage hooked up with your Fitness Reality landmine attachment. Now, we already showed you the build out. Now, let me show you a couple of things you could do with it. Now, if you want to see some of these exercises, make sure you click that link up top, and you can get a link to where I demo a couple of these. But I'll give you a quick, rundown of some of the things you could do with a landmine in case you never used one before. One of the best things about the landmine is that when you're working in it, you're working in the athletic stance, okay? If you think about a baseball player, all right? You think about basketball player defending. You think about, like your baseball player about to take on the field. You think about your football players, okay? This is your athletic stance. This is where athletics take place. So the landmine puts your body in a position to be able to be in that athletic stance. So if you got an athlete, young athlete, you're trying to bring up, boom, here's where it's at, y'all. Here we go. Let me show you a couple things right quick. All right, I'll show you one thing, get this out the way, because everybody's always asking about that snatch and press. I'll do it from both sides. Please excuse the butt shot when I get there, and I do it from the other side. Here we go. It's back day. Go ahead. Get nice and low in your athletic stance. From right there, work that lat. Whap, 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 whap. One way to work it. You want to work it from the side like that, or you can work from here. It's like you're pumping some water. For those of you who grew up around the suburbs, in the forest, you know what I'm talking about. You want to work on some of them abs while you're doing the press. Okay, we're going to go with a non-staggered stance press. So from right here in that athletic stance with no body English, I'm just going to bring that ball right down to the top of my shoulder. I'll put a link on where you can grab one of those too. Now, if y'all want to do a little bit different, you can go into the stagger stance. All right? You want to get in a leg day. I'm doing all this with a 25, but I'm doing that because I'm videoing, but you can always move up depending on the exercise that you're working on. All right, going into our lumberjack squat. This one we do from up top. Okay, get in nice and close, forcing you to get that nice upright back posture that you won't necessarily be able to do when you're using a back squat. Now we can turn that lumberjack squat into a lumberjack squat and press. We can also do those squats from down low. You really want to load up a bunch of weight. It's very difficult to hold the weight up top. So you take it from the bottom. Get in nice and close so you can get that nice upright position. Make sure you squeeze those glutes at the top. Work on that glute game, all right? Another exercise that I didn't show you guys are underhooks. I got this from the people over at Purmotion, purmotion.net. And this exercise is a great core development exercise that I really like, a stabilizer. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick that ball up, that landmine up. You're gonna put the ball in the palm of your hand. I'm going to the left, so I'm gonna have my right hand on the underhand grip. So the first one, I'm gonna check back a little bit. Then leaning in, I'm gonna bring that arm up so that that right arm is making a 45 or 45 degree angle. And from there, I bring it back down. It's a 90-degree angle, y'all. And I ain't say I was the best geometry student. Okay, you're gonna lean in. Now, because you got the Fitness Reality Supermax power cage, you can lean into it. It's not going anywhere. If you don't have enough weight on your standalone system, the weights are gonna slide. You're gonna go slide. You're gonna be uncomfortable about leaning into an exercise like that. But when you have it mounted like we do here today, you can really lean into this. Now, if you notice the curve and angle on my body, I'm laying into it. I'll do one facing you guys real quick so you can see what that looks like. Check the first one, but after that, I'm stopping it with my abs. See how I'm leaning in? Whew. Yeah, you want that right there down? Get some of that. Get some of that right there. Act like you know what I'm talking about. You don't until you get you a landmine. Go get you one. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Vern and I'm back with another video. All right, I'm about to take you guys through a workout with the Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage and a suspended training system called the AirFit Pro Trainer. Now, stick with me. If you came here looking for a workout with the Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage, don't trip, because I'm about to show you how this accessory can greatly boost your unit, whether or not you have a lat attachment or not, and that means any cage. Now, if you came here looking for the TRX workout, don't trip, because I'm about to show you why the AirFit Trainer would be a great upgrade to the system you got. And if you only came here because you're looking to figure out whether a TRX is right for you, I'm gonna show you how to pivot and go over here and grab you an AirFit Trainer. So for now, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and watch this brief little intro, and then we're gonna get at it. All right, here it is, y'all. This is your Purmotion AirFit Trainer Pro. Now, the difference between this and that TRX is the pulley at the top. So you can create a situation where this is a fixed situation where these ropes stay exactly as they are. But in this situation, we got it on the pulley. So we're gonna be able to do some rotational work that you could not do with the TRX. So I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna start off with the chest. We're gonna work chest, back, shoulders, biceps, and triceps today. Keep in mind, I'm doing this first exercise without the lat pull down, but then I'm gonna show you another way you can hook this up to your lat pull down after we get a few sets right now. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and hug myself with these two long straps. I'm gonna get down into this push-up position. From here, if you're doing a workout, we're gonna do 5 on the left, 5 on the right, and then 5 in the middle. Here, what I mean by that is we're gonna let it break, unlike a TRX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. That's hard. That's good stuff right there, okay? That's this AirFit Trainer hooked up to your Supermax Power Cage. All right, now, let me show you the bonus part of all this. Say, for instance, you got a lat pull down hooked up to your cage. What you're gonna do is we're gonna attach the cage. From there, I'm gonna go ahead and work with the press now. I'm gonna lean forward. Now, instead of using this as a body weight exercise, we're gonna flip it. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right, next up, I'm gonna show you how to do all this with the back. So now, we're gonna disconnect that again, put it back up here into that fixed position. Not fixed, but we're not gonna be using the weights anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take a safety grip right now, put my hands through these straps. I'm gonna grab these straps. Once again, I got the advantage of the pulley. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna lean back, all right? From here, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a pull. 2, 3, making sure I snap in my lat. 4, 5, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you may see that cage rock a little bit, but here's the thing. You cannot do any of what I'm doing without weighting your cage down. So you have to have the Olympic plate holders with some plates on it. The other thing you can do is you can take your Olympic bar, load it up with a bunch of weight, and then put your safety, you put your latches down at the bottom and then load that up, and that will keep your cage from coming over on you. But you cannot do these suspended movements without having your cage weighted down, because that cage only weighs about 150, 160 pounds. Somewhere between 130 and 180 actually, I can't remember. All right, so we go chest, we hit the back, and we hit those from both using the fixed position, rather not fixed position of the actual AirFit trainer, but we used the AirFit trainer hooked up to the cage. Now I'm gonna hook it up to the lat pull down. Follow me, Mikey. So, I'm just gonna take the straps and I'm gonna connect them down here, okay? Just like that, okay? Make sure I got it locked. And now I'm hooked up to my weights. Now, what's key about that is you always wanna connect. If you're using some ropes of any sort, you wanna make sure you connect up to the lower cable, because if you connect up here, go ahead, show them this, Mikey, come on over here. If you connect up here and you step away, this ball is gonna rub up against the top of the fitness reality cage, and you're gonna damage this ball, okay? So whenever you hook anything long that's not coming downward, you wanna make sure you hook it up to the lower part of the cage, okay? All right. Now, let me show you a couple of what we're gonna do for the back. I'm just gonna step off enough that I'm barely got the weights off of the rack, because if I step out too far, I'm gonna bang the top of the weights up against the top of the reality cage. So from this squatted position, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna work that right lat 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making sure to keep my shoulders low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to the doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. Now, you could not do that if we were using a TRX, because that position would be fixed with the connection to that cable. But because we have that pulley down there, we can go ahead and we can get a lot more variety out of this setup. So make a smart decision, y'all. When you start adding things to your cage, if you follow my channel, because I'm gonna keep on giving you new tips on how to make this cage better and better, because I love it. I'm not sponsored, y'all. I'm not an Amazon affiliate at the time I'm doing this video. I just love the cage. And I know a lot of y'all are looking for it because we got this season where we're stuck in the house, the backyard, the garage, or the, we're at home. And these are great options to add to your home system. And, we want to try to build it out so that we can use it to the maximum and get all kind of variety out of it. All right, we're going to hit the shoulders. So I removed the straps and I just threw on a couple of handles, the kind that you get off of any resistance band set that you got. We're going to start off with some straight arm raises. Now with these straight arm raises, this is going to be something you could do and that you would definitely do with your TRX. And all we're going to do is we're going to go into that lean position and we're just going to raise those arms straight up, creating a Y. Okay. I'm going to stay on my heels, never allowing my body to go completely vertical. Chin up, never burying that chin in your chest. Try to keep a nice neutral spine. You're going to do 10 to 15. All right? Feel a great burn in those rear delts and those traps with that exercise right there, okay? Now, I think I mentioned to you guys earlier about not attaching your suspended unit to the upper cables. This is one instance where you will. So we're gonna attach them up here because we're about to go into a low position so we don't have to worry about that ball rubbing up against the top of the cage. But from here, I'm gonna grab the handles from here. I'm not gonna actually grab them with my hands. From slightly squatted, I'm gonna do a single arm face pull, okay? 1, 2, high face pull, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there, okay? That is your half face pull. Now you can't do that with a TRX. Another reason, thumbs up for an AirFit trainer. But this is all up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you why I love it. And hopefully, giving you guys some options in case you considering some kind of suspended unit. And we will get into some functional training with this, but right now I'm just kind of showing you guys what you can do with this unit if you get it for your cage. All right, so we still have the long orange straps off of the AirFit trainer, and we're gonna go into some bicep work. This first section of bicep work I'm gonna be doing with the AirFit trainer attached to the top of the cage. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step back. All right, palms up. I'm gonna go onto my heels, and I'm gonna make sure that my elbows are as high as my shoulders. This exercise you could be doing with a TRX, okay? Because all we're doing is a suspended training system bicep curl. Now, I want to make sure that my body is always under tension by not being able to go into a fully upright position, but I'm keeping weight on those biceps the whole time. Now that set is doable with an AirFit trainer or a TRX. Now, if you got an AirFit trainer, you can rock back into that same position. Don't lean back quite as far. This is gonna be a little bit harder because we can go into our single work, keeping one arm straight, using the attached pulley. Woo! Going to the other side. Yeah, right there, y'all know. Your boy feeling it, and you gonna be feeling it too. Come on, y'all. Come check me out, because I'm gonna keep giving y'all some phenomenal options to what you can do with your Supermax power cage. And then you hit those, and then you come back into it, and you hit them double or alternate. One. All right, there you have it. Whew. Now, I'm gonna try to take a little break because I'm feeling it. And I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this guy, and I'm actually gonna hook it up so that I'm using the weights. So, I can step back. I prefer a split stance when I'm doing my biceps and I'm using this AirFit trainer. So I'm gonna go split stance, and now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That thing that popped off there, that's not part of the Air Fitness. That's not part of your Supermax power cage. You gotta buy a separate 8-inch long, 2-inch Olympic plate holder adapter. You need 2. And that's all that is. That's just the end to it. Whew. All right. Now, I'm just gonna hit these triceps right quick. So I'm gonna go back to the position where I got the AirFit trainer fixed to the Supermax power cage. And I'm gonna turn around, and all I'm gonna do is bang out some overhead tricep extensions. I'm gonna make sure I got my elbows at shoulder height or above. I'm gonna break at the elbows, and I'm gonna press away using my own body weight. 6. I'm gonna do 12 of these. 12. Making sure to keep those elbows nice and tight, and now let them grit out here, okay? Now, obviously that's a real nice way that you can use this equipment just like a TRX. Obviously, I'm on the pulley. I cannot step out quite as far, and I can turn this into a single arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. 2, 3. Whew. That burns. That burns, y'all. It's feeling good. Got a nice complete workout going today. Got that chest in earlier. We got that back, shoulders, biceps, hitting them triceps. I'm gonna even show y'all a quick leg move if I got time. A leg and ab. All right. Now, if you wanted to, y'all, don't forget, you could easily go ahead and attach the cables up top. Now, so long as you're leaning downward, okay? And we do this tricep extension leaning down, we don't have to worry about hooking this cable up to the bottom attachment. Now, unlike the TRX again, I could go into those single arms. my triceps are cooked from everything I already did. But I'm just showing y'all another option if you want to go ahead and hook that up to your Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage. All right. All right, here's a little bonus exercise for you. I'm about to show you how to work your legs and your abs all at one time using the AirFit trainer and our Supermax Power Cage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these straps. We're gonna double the straps up, okay? Just like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the strap just at the bottom of my elbow, okay? I don't wanna put that too far up on my forearm because then I'm gonna have to use my biceps and triceps to hold my body up. In this case, I don't really wanna have to do that. All I wanna do is have this kind of sit in that elbow so that it stabilizes my body. From there, I'm gonna put the strap on my shoulder. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna walk back into this squatted position. Okay, this will be my start point. From here, I'm just gonna lunge out, okay, and squeeze the abs. I'm gonna pause at the end of the lunge, okay? Pop out, squeeze, drop it back, squeeze, drop it back, squeeze, and squeeze. I need that pause with every rep. That's where the ab work's gonna come in. Right there. All right? That's your bonus for today. And that's a great exercise, y'all. If you got the AirFit trainer and you want to, play around a little bit, get out one a shot and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't already got one and you pick one up, let me know what you think about this workout. Whew, that felt good. All right, there it is, everybody. That's your Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage and your Purmotion AirFit Trainer workout. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, hit the bell for alert, like the content, and share it if you can. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, so a lot of days I get questions in the comments asking me about how the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage holds up in the winter. And I'm out here in Chicago. I'm about to get it in. It's about 26 degrees outside. But I didn't buy it to sit back and wait till spring and summer to use it. So I put a tarp on it every day. I keep it nice and tight, like you see in the background over there. And I'm about to show you how I get it in out here and show you how I wrap it up. Like I said, I put that tarp on it. I cover it up like a newborn baby every night to make sure that it don't get all rusty and I can still be able to use it the same way I use it in the wintertime when the spring rolls around in summer. All right, let's get it in. So I already know it's freezing. I gotta keep my baby right here nice and clean. Keep her nice and warm. So I went and got a huge tarp. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, do not get a small tarp because you will be frustrated and you won't want to come out here if you gotta deal with the tarp too much. I keep these chains on my father's chains. I keep the chains on the bottom to help me keep it from blowing. Cause you're gonna need something. If it's real windy outside, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna wanna blow off. So I keep those chains at the bottom. Got a couple of these clips that I use to wrap it and keep it tight. And you're gonna see, it's gonna be nice and dry. like I said, I had some smaller, I had some other kind of wraps, and they were tight. There's one of them on the back of that grill back there, but I found that to be too much work. And I guarantee you, if you wind up getting a wrap like this, you're gonna thank me later if you get a bigger wrap than you're supposed to have. And as you can see, it's all dry in here. Okay, outside wet, under there dry. All my stuff is nice and dry. When I finish, I wipe it down before I put the wrap back in, and then I climb inside and I make sure there ain't nothing else in here wet after, you know, that got wet after I already wiped it down. Because like I said, this is my baby. I'm taking care of it because I love it. That's that Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a song. I'm gonna make a song up. Yeah, I like that. That's that Supermax Power Cage. Yeah. Now, if y'all watch my rope video, I'm gonna use this rope today, and I like a smaller rope, y'all. And the reason why I like this smaller rope is I could do some one-hand work with it, and I just like a smaller rope, man. It still get a great workout. I'm lifting weights, so I ain't worried about the weight being super heavy. Yeah. So, as y'all know, I love the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage for a lot of reasons. And the biggest reason is that I got some amazing piece of equipment like this that I could use right here at the crib all year round. And, you know, I definitely want to go back to the gym, but while this pandemic is out here, I've created a new environment. Where I could do some things at the crib. Normally I would be doing these like this with my feet together, but because I do still get a little bit of, you know, ice on this area that's not underneath the cage, I don't want to risk hurting myself. As you're a trainer, you can't hurt yourself because business is closed down. All right. I did a couple little light warm-up reps. Then I ran through a little bit of warm-up with the cage. And I'm gonna get over here to some of this landmine work right fast. And a little rope work. Whew. I love this little piece right here. I like it because you could do multiple exercises with it. I like to use a little combo exercise, exercise whenever I use it. It's called Purmotion. Shoot. I'll list what the name of it is, y'all. I forgot. I had this thing for about 6-7 years. Then I just throw in a little rope, just keep my heart rate up, like active rest. Whew. I ain't really particularly come out here to run y'all through a workout or anything like that. Just came out here to represent on how I get it in throughout the year because I got the XLT. To me, you know, a lot of days I work out in the house, in the room. Other days I come out here. But there's just like no time for a break, y'all. It's January. How you doing on your New Year's resolution? You get it in yet? You getting fit yet? Man, people be talking. I know. I'm gonna get busy when the summertime comes. I'm gonna be trying to kill mugs. Cause I'll be thinking about when I was out here in the cold in the winter and they took a break, even though they've been training with me, and they want to take a break and not even do it online virtual. We got it in. When this summer comes, it's gonna be beat downs. Beat downs. As I think about what me and some of the people that have been working, been doing all winter. Now you just get to jump in, hop in. Oh, now I'm gonna come work out. Nah, homie, I'm gonna try to kill you. Cause it ain't like we ain't had the conversation. Ain't no time for breaks. You seen the Elite video? This ain't I gotta win a break game. This ain't I got a Corona break game. This is a lifestyle game, and this take lifestyle change. You heard it. Check out that Elite video. See what I'm talking about. Some of y'all who watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Ain't no time for breaks, man. It's time. In a few short months, you're going to start getting some vaccines and things pushed off into them arms, and you're going to want to make sure you got some blood pushed up off into them arms too, so you walking around with your swole zone. With your swole zone. All right. I hope y'all like what I showed y'all today. Let me go ahead and wrap the cage up, show you how I wrap it up, and I hope y'all like the video today. Love and peace, everybody. Out. I'm just gonna, this is just like snow. I'm just gonna wrap it up and I'm gonna go underneath and I'm gonna wipe it down. Huge tarp. This tarp costs $39. Now, that looks very easy. And it looks easy because I got this huge tarp. But when I didn't have a huge tarp like this, and I was wrestling around with several pieces, it was a headache, y'all. It was a true headache. Now, you're going to take a couple of these clamps. See the wind already blowing it a little bit. Put that on there. Then I take my father's chains. I do that. Knock it out. That way the wind don't blow them off. Blow it around. One more for the other side. Everything's covered. my other set of my father's chains. Voila. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Vern and I'm back with another video. All right, what I'm about to show you may turn out to be straight up hot garbage. But if you still hearing this and watching this and not just played, that means it wasn't. And the experiment that I'm about to do is something dope that you could do whether or not you got a Titan cage, you got a roll cage, or you got the best cage, which is the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. Let me show y'all this. All right, I ain't even about to tell y'all what I'm gonna do, all right? I'm just gonna do it as we go and let it build out and let y'all see at the end why I did what I did. Cause you know what? I need y'all to start watching longer. But I'm telling you, what I'm gonna show you, if it work, if you still watching, you're gonna love if you own a cage with an attachment system like this. Y'all, I'm excited. I've been wanting to show y'all this. But hear that in the background? That's all the snow melting here in Chicago. This is the first day I could get out. I've had this idea in my head for weeks. First thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go over to Menards, Home Depot, whatever your local hardware store is, and get you some chain. All right, these chain links cost you about, I think, 12 bucks for 10 feet that'll hold up to 550 pounds. Right here is I have one of these quick links, 1/4 inch, hold up to 880 pounds. So, simple. What I'm about to do is I'm gonna attach this chain up to the top pulley of the Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage. You don't need 10 feet, by the way. You don't need 10 feet. I bought 10 feet because, you know, I was just worried about how much I needed and my cage was covered up. I was being lazy, so I didn't, I just bought 10 feet just to be careful. Simple as that. What I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna go ahead and open one of these bad boys. You know what? You only need one. I'm gonna take one of these boys. Best believe I'm gonna get my $2 back. I'm gonna get them $2 back. For sure. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna loop that chain around at the bottom of the cage, okay? And attach it, okay? Guess what, y'all? I'm finished. That simple. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these two. Okay. We're gonna take off some weight. The next thing you're gonna need is a piece of rope and a handle. So I'm actually gonna run this right through the cable. Now this is the part that I'm gonna have to experiment with, is how high this rope should be on this chain. And it's a little slippery out here because it's wet. But the reason I designed this, that's too heavy. It's for flies. And the thing is, when you're doing a open fly on this cage, it tends to hit your anterior deltoid too hard when you're coming from up here. A lot of that movement is gonna move into that anterior deltoid, but I wanna be working my major and minor pectoral. So if I can get this weight to start here at the chest, man, it's still too heavy. It feels a lot different than what you would do in the gym. And it, like I said, it could be hot garbage. We don't know yet. Ah, got it. It may be the kind of situation where I end up making the weight come from the bottom of the cage. Okay. You know, normally it would be way up there. All right. Now let's see. Maybe it's hot garbage, y'all. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to actually put the anchor at the top of the cage and see what that feels like. One here, one here. Okay, so I want that. Then I'm gonna go down here. Wonder if leaving some extra space on the cable would work, help. Okay. So this looks like this is gonna be a winner or something very close to it. All you're gonna do is adjust for your height. Ooh, there it is. I knew it wasn't gonna be garbage. Well thought out plan, baby. Your boy Vern Coles is MacGyver. Your boy Vern Coles is MacGyver. I'm MacGyver up in here, baby. Yes, this is why I love the Fitness Reality Supermax Power Cage. I told y'all I had a song. It's the Fitness Reality. It's the Fitness Reality Supermax Power Cage. One more time for you close up. It's the Fitness Reality Supermax Power Cage. Yeah, buddy. All right, we feeling good now, y'all. All right, so what I did, all I did in the end was create a cable fly. All right, you want to be able to do your cable flies? Somebody asked me in the comments last month. I'm going to find you. I got to go through all the comments and find you. And then I'm going to make sure I comment in your comment so you know that this is how you do this. All right, she asked me, I think it was a girl, about how I do cable flies on this. And I always hated the fact that my anterior deltoid jumped into this movement every time I tried to do a cable fly. But this adjustment that I made to this is perfect. All I did was hang a piece of chain from the top, attach it to the bottom cable. Now, I actually probably will adjust this one more up, but now I'm about 2 feet. I'm about 2 feet from the bottom of the cage. Now, probably about 3. I'm going to measure it and give y'all some exact measurements. But then you can come out here. I'm going to have to turn the camera because I know y'all can't see me as much as I want you to. But from there, I got that wide open. Bow. Come across. All in the pec. All in the pec, y'all. Okay? That's a beautiful feeling. And I got a feeling if I wanted to, hold up. We're going to see if we can take it. We're going to see if we can take it a little bit higher than that. You know? We don't got to stop there because I'm all about that creativity when it comes to training. Remember that song? It was Common. He's like, come on, y'all. We could take it higher than that. That's what I'm about to try to do. Normally, I would only do a single arm. Oh, show your boy some love. Show your boy some love. Y'all can't tell me. If you have been visiting Usawa Fitness and you've been following me and on some of this backyard garage home gym type workout stuff, show me some love, man. Reach out. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm going to go ahead and get me some close-ups and everything and wrap this up. Try to get this up for y'all. I hope y'all like what I did today. If you do, Once again, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know how you feel about me and what I'm doing in the comments. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. Today, I'm gonna do a quick tutorial over the lat pull down done right here on the Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and subscribe before you leave. Let's go. So a lot of you who follow me have built home gyms, garage gyms, or backyard gyms. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew how to use the lat pull down to effectively build a nice thick set of lats that give you that wide tapered back. First, I like to grab the bar right at the point where the angle changes because I use a thumbless grip to decrease the amount of work that my biceps do and help create a mind-muscle connection when activating the lats. One of the most common mistakes I see at the gym is guys using a lot of body English to initiate the movement, but that's either a result of too much weight or just bad form. If you want to grow out your back quickest, a controlled pull with proper weight is a must. At the top of the movement, release the tension in your back and let your entire back stretch out before initializing the pull by activating your traps by pinching them down towards your hips. Don't compartmentalize the following movements. While initiating the pull down by activating the traps, start to pull your elbows down towards the floor and slowly decline your torso about 5 degrees. Focus on your elbows during the pull and listen to your body. You have to squeeze your lats at the bottom of the pull before returning to the starting position. The muscle fibers in your upper lats run horizontally, and it's important to pull those elbows down and in, allowing you to get some back adduction, which is just a trainer's way of saying that we need those back muscles to move towards the center line of the body. That's where you'll feel the back contraction most. Now, as you return to the top of the movement, do so controlled. This is called the eccentric movement of the lift, and this is where you get the best visual gains. All right, there you have it, everybody. That's your lat pull down. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. I'm about to show you guys a great hack when you're using your Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage. Now, it's for the low row, all right? Seated row. If you went to Amazon and you saw them doing the seated row, you'll notice that the guy is sitting down on the ground. I'm gonna show you why it's wrong and why it does not fit the biomechanics of the seated row you see in the gym. Now, what we see here is if I do this seated row sitting down, okay, you're gonna probably be putting your feet on the edge of the cage. From here, you're gonna go into your seated row, all right? My legs are straight in order to do that. If I bend my knees, I can't get the bar back far enough to engage my back. If I got my legs straight, I can get that back engaged and I can get some adduction, meaning the shoulder blades moving in towards the middle of my body when I'm doing the seated row, okay? The problem with that is if you're doing it that way, you're doing a bent over row with straight hamstrings. Nah, you're gonna bend the hamstrings, right? In order to take some of the pressure off of the lumbar. That's why in this example that you see from the gym, you see this young man, look where his knees are. Look where his back is, and look at where he's pulling the handles to. As you can see, that's a body master that is designed for this exercise. But unfortunately, the cage here, the Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage, the Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage. I love that song, y'all. It's not exactly designed for that. Now, what we could do is take a seat on a bench. I'm gonna pull the bench over. And place the bench. Now, you want to come over here on the side for me, Mikey. That's Mikey. That is my cameraman for the last year. Back in action now that we can get out here and we fully vaccinated. Or I am. But Mikey keeping his distance to keep safe. Now, if I go here, I'm not going to get a full pull. Look at that. By the time that bar hits my chest or, you know, my ab region, I'm not really getting, that's all biceps. That's all biceps. Really not doing the trick for me, okay? So, but this cage can be awesome for what we're trying to do, okay, everybody? We can do this. I figured out a way to do it. What you're gonna have to do, if y'all notice in some of my more recent videos, I'm stacking my weights a little bit higher on my Fitness Reality Olympic plate holders. I used to have them down here low, but now I'm stacking them higher. And the reason is it allows me to do my seated row by placing my safety bar here, adding a couple of plates. I add 225s, and then I'm gonna attach the lat pull down attachment that helps you keep your legs locked in, which is this guy. All right. Now, let me go ahead and take a second, get it all set up, and I'm gonna show you the boss way to do this and do it correctly. Here we go. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I got these plates, I got the safety holders down here on the first setting. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw two 25-pound plates here. This is assuming that you got Olympic plates. It doesn't matter. You could put any kind of plate here, okay? Then what you're gonna do, sometimes it's hard to get these back in. There we go. Got one side in. Go over here. Slide this in. Yep. Okay. Now, let me show y'all something. Back up for a second, Mikey. If you're having problems sliding it on, slide this guy all the way back. Okay? All the way back. And then lift this up and pop them in. That's a trick. Whenever you having problems putting these on, when you got this on there, slide this guy all the way back and it'll get a lot easier. All right. Now, you can come up. That's our hack, y'all. Believe it or not, that's the simple hack. And I'm gonna show you why this is perfect and why this puts you in the biomechanically perfect position for a seated row. All I gotta do now, I'm gonna slide this back a little bit, slide these up against the side of my Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage. Slide that on. Now what that did was that increased, it gave me a full foot in between the back of the cage support and this guy. Now, I ain't gonna mess up my nice soft pads here, so I'm gonna spread them out a little bit. You can either spread them out or push them in. I'll push them in for the case of doing this. Now, if I grab my bench, now I showed you that video of that guy at the gym and how were his legs. Now, you see my legs are bent, right? That's taking that pressure off of my lower back and allowing me to get a full pull in the same position that you would expect to be in when you were on that Body Master that I showed y'all at the gym. Now, y'all know, they don't just make a machine like that Body Master machine for no reason, right? It's designed to put you in the most optimal position to do the exercise that you're doing. And if you see that this is exactly what you see when you're in the gym, this is where your knees are, right? Your knees are not sitting in the gym straight up and you're pulling with straight legs. The calves are going to be, and shins are slightly below the knee, putting you at a healthy position to not get hurt. So with that being said, y'all, that is my seated row hack, and I hope it helps you if you're using the Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage or any other cage with a lat pull down and a positioning like the one we have here. And no matter whether using the Hulk cage, the Titan cage, Road cage, most of the home cages have an attachment up here. Can they see that, Mikey? And also one at the bottom. And when it's separated that way, you need to position your body in this manner to do your seated row correctly and without getting hurt or putting yourself in a position to get hurt, especially if you're trying to go for those big gains like I used to. I hope y'all like what we did here today. If you did, I ask you to please give me one of them Fonzarellis, okay? Get the Fonzarellis down at the bottom of the page. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please share the content. I'm trying to grow out this community and I need your help. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm 979 subscribers right now, growing, and I'm looking for your help, y'all. I love and appreciate all the support y'all been giving me. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. Here we are again with the Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage, plus the Fitness Reality Multi-Grip Dip Bar Attachment. I'm going to unbox it, put it up, and let y'all see what I think about it. Let's do it. All right, Jamie, once again, I upgraded one more time. You clowned me for that knife, and I ain't got over it. I still don't know how to use it yet, but let's go ahead and open this puppy up. All right, let's see what, all right, let's be safe about it. Shut this up before I cut your boy, get cut up, okay? So we got some instructions on what to do with it. All right. All right, they look nice and strong. They heavy. Got the little Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage logo on there. These are strong, man. They heavier than I thought they were gonna be. But you know what? That's one of the things I'm gonna say right off the bat that I like about Fitness Reality is that everything I bought for them feels quality. It feels strong. It feels like it's gonna last. I'm gonna be doing a 6-month review on this cage really soon. This video could possibly come out before that video, but what I can say is these are heavy. They feel heavy duty, and they feel like you're gonna feel safe putting your body on them once you start working out. So with that said, let's go ahead and hook them up to the cage and see what we can do. I'm all about that Fitness Reality gear, okay? Y'all already know I love it, and that's that bench. And that bench is a beast. If you haven't seen that video that I did on that bench, I did a review on it, and it's on my channel. Check it out, give it a look. And like I said, it's a real strong bench. I think a lot of y'all will enjoy it. One thing that you should know is that these are set up for a 1-inch cage. So a lot of this gear will go, you could use on cages other than the Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage, but you have to make sure that you got the 1-inch holes, but then the 2-inch cage, all right? It's very important because otherwise you're not gonna be able to use these things. So it looks really simple to put them in. You just slide it in, and then you put the little safety in, and it's that simple. One of the things that I like about the Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage is that you could check these off, and some people are right on these and they'll say like, you know, this is for bench press, this is for incline press, this is, and they'll just write right on here. But I don't like to do that because I train a lot of people other than myself, and I don't want to like lock it off and just think that the one setting is the setting for everybody, because obviously it doesn't work that way. But every 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll see a little groove. Actually, I think it's 3 actually. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then a hole, 1, 2, 3, and then a hole, and there's a little groove there. All right, so I know if I, oops, wrong side, attach that there, then I'm gonna be on the same height as the other side, right? And from there, looks like we got our bars. So get your dips in. Yeah, it's beautiful. Bang out your dips. So that's one thing, it's a dip station. So you're gonna be able to do dips. Some other things that I would tend to do is I might unclick this, right? Put it on the outside of the cage. Now, if you're doing your lateral raises, it's kind of tough sometimes when you're holding this cage, because you got 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches. You got, you know, 2 inches, 4 sides. And you see, I can't really grip my hand all the way around the side of this cage. Something that would be nice is to be able to hold on to the cage there. So let me just grab a weight here real quick. So, got my little Bowflex Select Tech 552s. I'm gonna go ahead now. You see, I could go here, but this is not comfortable to hold this like this. And if y'all don't believe me, go ahead, give it a shot if you know have the cage. But now I got these guys, and I can go into my lifts, right? One other thing that you might do, like say for instance you were supersetting, and you might go from hitting a set of bench press, right? And you bench pressing with your Olympic bar, and then say you wanted to move over into like a dumbbell press, and then you wanted to burn out, you could drop these down and then go into some push-ups, right? And you might have already went to the ground for these, right? You might have already went to the ground, and then when you finished those, you couldn't do that anymore, and you jumped up into that position. Y'all know what I do. I try to show you guys some of what you could do with this stuff so that you got some ideas in case you're new to the gym or you're looking for different ways to use this equipment and you don't know how. I try to give you some examples so that you have some different things and some options when you get your own. But this is the Fitness Reality Multi-Grip Dip Attachment. And it's a great attachment. It's a great addition to the cage. If you like what I did, I need them Fonzarellis. All right, if y'all don't know who Fonzarelli is, look up Arthur Fonzarelli and then these right here, okay? Give me some of them Arthur Fonzarellis. That means hit that like sign. And I appreciate y'all coming. I hope you like what I did today. If you do, go ahead and subscribe. If you're not haven't already subscribed, like I said, hit that like button and share the videos, y'all. I appreciate you. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Vern and I'm back with another video. Okay, the other day a young lady asked me in the comments if I could show you guys what kind of pull-ups you could do with the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage. So I decided what I was gonna do is show you guys whether you be a beginner or you be an advanced
what you could do to work your way up to a pull-up or do more pull-ups. So with that being said, if you like what I'm giving you today, make sure you give me one of them Fonzarellis down at the bottom of the page. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. And with that being said, let's get into it. All right, first, not everybody is gonna be able to jump up on the cage and bang out a pull-up, all right? We already know that. So sometimes you may have to work your way up, all right? And there's many ways you could do it. Some of you guys are gonna have a lat pull down, and you can use that lat pull down attachment to continue to develop up your lats and your back to be able to do more work. But there's nothing like a real pull-up. So let me show you the first way. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of the safeties out, and we're just gonna go ahead and put it up here nice and high. Okay, chest height. Okay, chest height. There we go. All right. What we can do with that is we can go ahead and grab the bar, step through the side of the cage, and we can work on developing a mind-muscle connection for the back, okay? So right here, I'm just gonna pull my back up to the bar. At the bottom, I'm really gonna release, let those muscles really disengage, and then I'm gonna start with what we call a scapular squeeze. So I'm gonna start to pull my shoulder blades together, and then I'm gonna continue pulling that chest up to the bar, okay? I know this is very simple for some of you. Others are gonna find this to be challenging because the challenge isn't pulling your body up to the bar. The challenge is feeling the actual muscle groups work that we're trying to work, okay? So I'm gonna hopefully get this on camera, but what we're looking for when we talk about that scapular squeeze is when we start to pull those shoulder blades together. You're gonna let those shoulder blades disengage completely, stretch out, and the first thing you're gonna do is start to pull that scapula back, okay? As you pull the scapula back, okay, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna start squeezing those shoulder blades, and then you're gonna let the elbows continue to come down towards the back of the cage, or in this case, the opposite side of the cage, because we're doing these from the inside of the cage, all right? Now I would say just do, 20 or 30 of those and start to develop a sense of when those muscles are working. Once you do that, you can start to advance up. If that's too difficult for you, you can also just grab the cage just like this, okay? Put your feet in, do the same thing here. Start to pull those shoulder blades together and then up to the cage, okay? In this case, I'm gonna step over onto the other side, okay? I'm gonna squeeze that back. And squeeze, okay? Couple options for learning how to do a scapular pull leading into full flexion of the back, all right? Now, maybe that's easy for you. Now, you wanna get a little bit more of your body weight into the exercise. If that's the case, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your safety attachments and you're gonna put them on the inside of the cage, okay? Now this, you do need to have a Olympic bar, okay? You're gonna need an Olympic bar for what we're about to do. All right, now I got my Olympic bar up against the cage. It's not going anywhere. Now I'm gonna be able to get a lot deeper, and I'm also gonna be able to get a wider grip on the bar. And now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing from here. I'm gonna start squeezing those shoulder blades, and I'm gonna bring that chest up to the bar. Just like this. Nice squeeze in the back. Okay? Now, you can start to bring your feet lower and lower. Okay? Now, if I go ahead and I really bring my feet way in advance, I'm going to look straight up. I got this a little too high. But for the sake of the video, I'm just going to continue. Once again, I'm letting that back engage, keeping my body nice and straight, lifting my whole body. Body's a tree trunk here, okay? Limbs move. My limbs are my arms. The tree trunk is my body. It's going to remain. So I pull up, squeeze that back, okay? Now, sometimes people will go ahead and put their feet up on the bench or something of that nature and try to get a little bit more of body weight into the pull. But either way, these are some great ways to advance up towards being able to do a full pull-up if you're not in a place to be able to do one. Now, another variation, instead of putting my feet way up in front of the bar, I may only put my feet just in front of the bar. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and get full flexion in the knees, letting the butt fall, okay? Now, I got a nice long body, and now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull up from here, okay? You have to be careful to not allow your knees and your quads to start to help you up. Nice long pull, like going to a long hang. See that move right there? Look at my elbows. And you see the move is not initiated with the elbows. All right? I'm just pulling those shoulders down first. And then continuing through with the pull. Okay? Now, in the case that you've gotten far enough along that you can get that done and you feel like you're ready to start advancing up, then you can start thinking about going up here, okay? Now, the first thing I would do is work on my hang time, right? I know it's gonna sound weird, y'all, but you know, if you can't reach up and just grab the bar, just get a step. Find your grip and just hang. Okay? And then you're gonna hang anywhere, you know, from, if you can work your way up to hanging for a minute, you're a boss, okay? But just being able to hang for 20, 30 seconds is a great way to start developing the grip strength that it's gonna take for you to be able to get a lot of reps when you are strong enough and you have a strong enough back. Sometimes if you're doing several sets, your grip strength is going to be what's going to wear out even before your back if you really start to get strong in your pull-up game. However, I would probably recommend a set of body bands, okay? This is not me trying to, y'all know I'm an Amazon associate. This isn't me trying to sell you on buying bands through my links or anything. I will have links obviously available, but the reason I show you these is because I am a personal trainer, and one of the biggest requests from me, from clients, is, you know, I want to be able to do a pull-up. It's just one of those things that is a great motivational goal. But what we usually use is some kind of band. The way these bands work is once you can get, you know, 10 reps, or it's actually more than that. Once I can get somebody that can get, say, 20 reps using this big, thick, heavy green band, we'll move down to the purple band, and then we'll try to get, you know, 10 to 20 with the purple, and then we'll move to the black, to the red, and then nothing. I don't usually deal with the red because it already feels like nothing pretty early on. Now, this is definitely a safety risk. You do not want to This green band is best used with in tandem in a group, okay, or with a partner, because it's so strong that it will throw your leg up there and it'll put you in an uncomfortable position feeling like you could get hurt. And it's so strong that it's kind of difficult to pull it down by yourself. But we got our Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. Little Dilios right here. So what we're gonna do is put the safeties on. And I'm by myself here today. I'm just gonna step up here like this, and I'm just gonna work my way in. Okay? Now, once you got your foot in here, do not let that knee bend, okay? And now, you can choose to have 1 or 2 feet in. All right, this is gonna make it real easy. I probably could almost do a one hand. I wanted to, just cause I'm curious, I keep my legs straight. You know, I still can't do one. Where I just wanted to see if I could do it. You know, always in for the challenge. But now, what we're gonna do is we just can work our form, okay? Going very nice and long, starting off with that scapular pull up, and then continuing. Scapular pull up, and then continuing. Scapular pull up, and then continuing, okay? Now, once I'm done, I'm just gonna completely step down. Now, this position I'm in right now, I cannot bend this knee. If you start using these bands, do not bend this knee early. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the band with both hands and then start to bend that knee and pop out of there, okay? Like I said, once you can do 10 to 20 with the band, you're probably ready to start advancing up to the point where you can start trying to do some real pull-ups. And when doing 10 or 20 with that thing is not gonna mean you're gonna jump up here and bang out 5 and 10. You might only be able to bang on a few, but everything still remains the same, everybody. You're still gonna start with that scapular pull. Now, it depends. I like kind of a wider grip. So I'm usually gripping right around where the angle, where we start to angle out on the bar, okay? The pull-up bar here. And from there, I'm still gonna start with my scapular pull-up, and then I'm gonna continue. Nice and long, always long, y'all. Don't stop early, okay? Nice and long. And that's gonna be how you advance in to doing a basic pull-up or normal pull-up using the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. Y'all know I'm singing the song. Now, y'all thought at the intro I didn't sing it, I wasn't gonna sing it. Oh, I was gonna sing it. Now, those are pull-ups. You also have your chin-up. The difference between your pull-up and your chin-up, your pull-up is gonna be a back movement, okay? It's gonna be mostly back. When you do a chin up, that's turning the wrist so that they face you. And when you do that, you're gonna be able to do a lot more sets because your biceps are gonna be in the game, okay? And when your biceps are in the game, you got this underhand grip. You know, a lot of people are gonna be able to do a lot of these right off the jump. So they got nice strong biceps, and that's a big add to the movement, okay? So that's 2 different type of pull-ups that you can do with the top portion of the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. The last one is a neutral grip pull-up. And that's where we're gonna grab the 2 inside handles here. And that one is also gonna be even easier to do because you're gonna get a full complement of biceps in this, meaning that you're gonna get that long hair and short hair working for you. And you're gonna be able to crank these out with ease, all right? So I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys. I wanted to answer that question for that young lady. I told her, Today's Friday. She asked me about this on Thursday, and I told her I would have it up by Sunday. So I didn't mean this to be long. Hopefully it'll be very direct, and you guys can ask me any questions that you need answered in the comments, and I'll get at you. I hope you like what I did today. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I love and appreciate all the support that y'all been giving me. Thank you for letting me and helping me reach that 1,000 goal. And with that said, love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. All right, it's been 6 months since I bought the Fitness Reality A10 Supermax Power Cage. I used it all winter, I used it back in the fall, and now it's spring, and I'm at it again. Today, I'm gonna show you why I still love it after 6 months. Here we go. All right, straight through the gate. If you search Fitness Reality A10 XLT anytime over the last 6 months, you probably come across my face in front of it enough to know that I love that I made this purchase. Most of the reasons I love this cage 6 months ago are why I still highly recommend it to anyone building a home gym, backyard gym, or garage gym today. We balling on a budget. And the first thing I love about this thing is price and value. There are a lot of cages to pick from. So when I bought the A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage, I had some concerns about whether a cage costing $250 to $300 was going to be strong enough for what I needed to do. There are a lot of cages that have a higher maximum load capacity than the 800 pounds the A10 XLT has, but I was like, who do I train that's going to lift more than 800 pounds? I had to talk myself off that cliff and pick value over pride, and 6 months later, I know unequivocally that that was the right decision. The cage is strong and it's light. Even with the lat pull down attachment installed, I can move it around in my backyard by myself when I have to. I only mention that because I know some of you may be putting the cage on a floor other than the ground floor. If you need more information about the dimensions and weight, jump over to my original review where I lay all of that out for you. Now keep in mind that I use this cage outdoors all winter in Chicago, training myself and a few other clients, and it still performs like the day I bought it. I treated it right and protected it from the elements when I wasn't using it, but it hasn't rusted at all. And the only way that you can tell that it isn't new is by the paint chipping on the rack where the Olympic bar hits it from time to time. So I'm ultra impressed by the build quality and durability after this first 6 months. Initially, all I bought was the cage, but that was cool because it meant I had a safer place to bench press because of the safety bars. I could do pull-ups with the multi-grip bar attachment, and I could do squats, which is probably the biggest reason for getting a cage like this until you start adding attachments. The first one I added was the lat pull-down attachment, and that was a straight-up game changer. The lat pull-down attachment costs between $225 to $300 when bought separately, but when purchased together, it should be somewhere between $400 and $550 on Amazon. Now, I said it in my other video, but I'm going to say it again. Don't snooze and pay $700 to $900 when the price is jacked up on Amazon. It's still worth it, but if you're patient and you wait a week or two, the price will always drop back down. Now, the lat pull-down attachment adds a bunch of functionality to the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage. Fitness Reality says its max load is 265 pounds, but the friction from the chrome guide rail is a lot different than what commercial gyms offer, so I can't come close to pulling that much on it. Don't mistake what I'm saying for it being janky. The pull is smooth as butter. It's just harder to pull than the same weight on the Bodymaster pull downs that you're familiar with at the gym. I do lat pull downs, bicep cable curls, tricep push downs, seated rows, overhead tricep extensions, and after I added my little $12 do-it-yourself modification, I can do open flies, proper single arm rows, and a few other exercises that the cage wasn't initially designed for. If you haven't seen my mod video, it's dope, and y'all should definitely click over and check that out after this video. One thing I forgot to mention in my first review is that the lat pull-down attachment ships with 1-inch plate holders, and you'll need to buy a set of Olympic plate adapter sleeves if you want to use Olympic plates with this pull-down. I'm using a set of body solid adapters on my cage, and I'll put a link to them down in the description. Hey, real quick, if you like what you're hearing so far, please do me a favor and give me one of those Fonzarellis. That means hit the like button for all of you who don't recognize the dude on the screen right now. I'm old school, y'all, don't trip. And thank you. Another thing I added to the case since my last review was the Fitness Reality 360-degree Landmine attachment. You need room for this piece, so don't get it if you have a small space. Now it's built nice and heavy and has a 360-degree turning ratio. This is more important than you might think because it won't jam and stop if you move it in a way it's not designed for on accident, so you're less at risk of blowing up a shoulder. My old Landmine setup was a standalone and it would slide across the ground during certain movements, but I don't have to worry about that with the Fitness Reality Landmine attachment because it's attached to the cage. I love this thing because it adds so many ways to train in the transverse plane. And if you're not familiar with training in the transverse plane, check out some of my videos and do your homework because you should definitely be working frontal, sagittal, and transverse planes if you want to build a great body and be healthy. The last thing I added to the cage were the Fitness Reality dip bar attachments. Again, the first thing I noticed about them were how heavy they are. Ultra solid, a quality build job. I do assisted push-ups, pull-ups, dips, and things like lateral raises with them too. The only attachment that Fitness Reality makes for the cage that I haven't added are the J-hooks. The cage comes with the set, but the ones they sell separately are definitely better. But your boy is balling on a budget, so they gotta wait. Actually, there's one more thing that I added that I needed to include in the last video and didn't. Because the cage is light, you'll 100% want to add the Olympic plate holders if you're planning to use a suspended trainer like a TRX with the cage. Although it's ultra strong and can handle that 800-pound load capacity, it's very light, less than 200 pounds with the lat pull-down attachment installed, and you can pull it over if you're pulling it from the top. So you'll need to weigh it down with plates on those plate holders. So to sum it up, I really can't see any reason to purchase any of the more expensive cages on Amazon for 95% of the people building home gyms, backyard gyms, or garage gyms. The price on the cage is pretty much unbeatable. The cage is ultra durable and its load capacity is way higher than most any of us will ever dream of using it for. It has a bunch of add-ons that increase its value at a fraction of the cost of a gym membership, and it's just plain dope to have something like this to train with at the crib. All right, everybody, that's it. That's my 6-month review for the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. And if you like what I had to do today, please give me some of those Fonzarellis and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed so you can check out some of the future content. I appreciate you. I love what y'all been doing for me with all of the support, and I want to say thank you. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern, and I'm back with another video. All right, in the past, I showed you guys how to make some mods for the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. Well, I got a new one for you today. I'm about to show you guys an experiment. It may wind up being hot garbage, it may not. I haven't tried it, but I thought it up in my mind, and I think I cooked up a good one. So let's go ahead and see if we can create a bounce board for your Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. First, even though we're using the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage for this example, this do-it-yourself mod will work on any power rack that you guys might own. I thought this up because when I'm at the gym, having a wall to bounce a medicine ball off of is essential. So this idea was something that had been brewing in my mind for a while. The first thing I had to get was one of these turfy 38-inch trampolines from Amazon. I picked this one up for 50 bucks. Then I grabbed 2 packs of 6-foot 1-inch ratchet strap tie downs. I initially tried configuring this setup with camp strap tie downs and bungee cables, but I couldn't get a tight enough fit, so I went back and grabbed these ratchet straps and they ended up working perfectly. Now I got these at Menards, but I put a link to a couple of 4-pack sets that you can find on Amazon in the description. Now here's the thing, these are going to be long and we don't need them to be more than 3 or 4 feet, so I cut mine down. The reason for this is that they'll fill up the spool when you tighten them up and become difficult to remove when you try to open up the ratchet at this length. Trust me, you'll want to cut them down, y'all. Now, once I got all 4 straps to the right length, I just fed one end of one of the straps through the highest 1-inch hole in my Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax power cage. And then I ran the strap through the turfy trampoline and tightened it up a little. Then I repeated the process on the other side. Now that the top of the trampoline is supported by the upper straps, I just did the same thing for the bottom of the trampoline. Now as you can see, it's getting tight. And this was really fast and easy to attach to the cage, and it's going to be equally as fast to take them off. Now this setup is simple, but it's bomb, and it's going to add a bunch of versatility to your home gym, garage gym, or backyard gym. Now you can do transverse medicine ball wall slams, tricep medicine ball wall slams, a host of medicine ball ab throws, and you can even work on your boxing technique with this setup. All right, there it is, success. That's your balance board for your Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage, or any cage that you got at the crib. I hope y'all like what I did today. If you did, please hit that like sign. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and share the content so I can continue to grow out the channel. I love and appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vern from Usawa Fitness. And if you got a home gym, backyard gym, or a garage gym that has something like this, it's important to know that there's a little bit more maintenance uptake than you think. Let me show you. If you worked out in the gym for any extended period of time, you've come across one of these on a piece of equipment that you were hoping to use. It's part of the game for every commercial gym, but now that our home, backyard, and garage gyms consist of more than a bench and free weights, it's important to keep up on general maintenance for squat racks and lat pull downs like this Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage. I'm going to show you how to clean and lubricate the guide rails on this or any other home lat pull down, but I'm also going to go over a few other small details that you may be overlooking when it comes to squat rack maintenance. The Fitness Reality Supermax Power Cage came with this silicone treadmill lubricant, but I bought a bottle of 100% silicone treadmill belt lubricant from Amazon for mine, and I'm going to put a link to it in the description. It's got a precision twist cap and an application tube that makes it way less messy and easier to apply. I always wipe down my guide rails with a damp towel before I apply this stuff. Make sure it's a damp towel and not a really wet one. I want to lightly remove any debris that's attached itself to the rails, but I don't want to completely remove the previous coat of silicone that I applied to the rail. Start at the top so the liquid can run down the rail, and then with the new dry towel, wipe down the rail in a zigzag pattern so that you have applied silicone over the entire 2-inch side of the rail. You're going to repeat this for all 4 sides of the guide rail. And then you got one pulley that you're going to need to hit, and that's the one here at the front. Now the bolts on the cage remain tight, but these home racks are lighter than the commercial racks at the gym. And if you perform exercises on them that cause them to rock and sway a little, some of the bolts can loosen over time. A lot of you might never realize it if you haven't seen it, but I have. And loose bolts on a cage like this can be dangerous. I gotta keep my crew safe, so I do a hand check on the bolts of my cage every Monday morning. And in the rare case that I find one loose, I tighten it up. Most of you probably aren't using the cage as frequently as I am with multiple groups of people every day, so you could probably get away with checking your bolts a little less frequently. But you'll still need to reapply that silicone every 3 months or so. Now I keep my cage outside year round here in Chicago, so it's a no-brainer. I've got to wrap it to protect it from the elements. I use a 20 by 30 foot oversized Bear Grizzly tarp on this one. I chose this oversized tarp through trial and error, where I learned that it's way quicker and easy to wrap when the tarp is oversized, especially if you're doing this by yourself. All right, that's it, everybody. I hope what I showed you today will help you keep the maintenance up on your cage. If you liked what I showed you, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you hadn't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, y'all. I'm trying to build out the community, and I look forward to you being a part of it. Love and appreciate everybody. Out. People a lot of times still ask me how the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax power cage holds up in the winter. And I thought I'd put together a little video to let everybody know it's still holding up well. I got this one in October 2020. And I love having a home gym. And you know, with pieces like the Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage, y'all like how I always gotta say the whole thing. My mother was clowning me for that. But you know, I get that thing, 250 bucks. Add the lat pull down, and you got basically the start of a whole gym for, you know, less than $600. Now, peep game, I got this tarp on here. And this tarp is the key to everything, y'all. I've shown y'all this before. I'm gonna grab one of these. These little guys right here, man, you see, this stuff, super rusty, okay? Super rusty, and that's because this is what's outside the cage. And this is how I lock the cage down as far as keeping it from blowing off. I've told a lot of you guys before, get an oversized tarp. If this wind pick up and it start blowing this tarp around and I'm trying to put it on, it makes it very difficult to put the tarp on. So I got a huge tarp. Makes it much easier. How you feeling over there, Mikey?
Good.
All right, I'm good, bro. And there it is. See that, y'all? Nice and dry. Nice and dry. Y'all see the footprint? Footprint dry. It's about to get wet, and when it does, while I'm working out, I'm gonna wipe it down. But I keep it just like this, y'all. Keep it just like this. Just that simple. All right, so we had to go in the house real quick so my boy Mikey hands could warm up. And as you can see, just that quick, we got all that snow. Now, before I put the tarp back on, I come through like this, y'all, and just wipe everything down to make sure that it's just not getting super wet. Now, once I put the tarp over the top, I wipe it down again from the inside. And you know, like I said, I own this one since October 2020. When I first got them, it was just a cage. After that, first thing I got to go with the cage was the Olympic plate holders. I think those cost like about another 24 bucks. The next thing I got was the lat pull down attachment. That's usually about 229. After I got that, I got this guy down here, which is getting very snowed on, and that's the Fitness Reality 360 landmine attachment. After I got the landmine attachment, the last thing I got was the multi-grip dip bar attachments, and that's these guys right here. Now, there's one other thing you could get, and that's the J-hooks. Man, I ain't even bother getting those. I just use these J-hooks right here that came with it, and that's it. Now, once I had laid my boy out, think of it like, you know, it was like my little son. I'm like, let me get you some shoes, homie. Then I got your little outfit, get the little jacket, you know, get all this accessories. I got everything they had at the store. So then I start building stuff. I'm like, man, let me go ahead and knit you something together. And that's when I build this, and this is my own do-it-yourself project that works on any cage. And you know, I'll show y'all exactly what that looks like in a minute. But that's like a little $12 accessory that I added to the cage that allows me to do open flies, single arm pulls from the right place. But anyway, I love this cage, and it's done me right, y'all. But if y'all like what I had to say today, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button too, and share this content with somebody else that you might know that's trying to build a home, backyard, or garage gym. I appreciate all the support y'all always giving me. Love and peace, everybody. Out.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Stacy. I live up in the North Woods of Wisconsin, where we don't have a lot of gyms, and I live about a half an hour away from the nearest grocery store, so this gym is kind of my everything, but this is my Fitness Reality Supermax Power Cage. I've owned this cage for about a year and a half. I bought it after my man Vern reviewed it, and it's been one of the best pieces of equipment that I've owned. When I think about the cost of a gym membership compared to what I've built in my home gym, you know, honestly, a couple of years of no gym membership basically pays for this entire thing. And I can keep this for the rest of my life. One of the things I liked about this cage is I liked what you got for the price. A lot of the other ones were either a lot more expensive for the same features, or just weren't as good of quality. If you get this cage, I recommend all of the accessories that go with it because they're quality pieces for fairly inexpensive compared to some of the competitors. I have the 360 Landmine attachment. I have the multi-grip dip bars. I got the Fitness Reality 2000 weight bench. I have the lat pull down attachment right here, and I use this for just about everything. Some of the exercises I use it for are pretty much everything. Anything from, you know, lat pull downs to triceps to bicep work, high pace pulls for my rear delts. I'll put this bench underneath and do bench press with it, incline press. I've got these J hooks on here that I'll use for dips and sometimes for push-ups on the bar. You know, squats. You can use this for upper body, lower body, pretty much everything. This is a Fitness Reality 810 Supermax Power Cage.
We had to get it, y'all. Signing out. Hey, what's up, everybody? Check it out. I want to take a quick second today to just talk to you guys about why I switched from the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage to that Sunny Health and Fitness Power Zone rack that I put in the garage. Now, you guys know I love this rack. The first thing I wanted you guys to see was that it was still here because I know a lot of you guys bought this rack on my recommendation, and I love this rack, all right? I absolutely love this rack. The thing was, I was gonna have to disassemble it, and I was gonna have to try to push it through the garage door area to get it into the garage, and I actually was gonna do that. But then one of my buddies and a couple of my clients and friends gathered up a little cash for me, and they allowed me to purchase a new rack. And I got that Sunny Health and Fitness rack. And I did that because, number one, I didn't want to pull this one apart. But number two, I wanted to have something that I could contrast the 810 XLT with. And I thought that this would give me an opportunity to figure out if this rack was everything that I've been claiming it to be, because it was my first rack and I didn't really have anything to compare it to. Now, I'm not gonna do a full comparison between these two racks today. I will do that in the very near future. I am gonna do a full review of the Sunny Health and Fitness Power Zone rack within the next couple of weeks. So if you wanna see that and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the alert button, and you can check that out in a couple of weeks. What I am gonna do is give you some of the differences between the two racks. Don't trip, y'all. If I'm stuttering and stumbling a little bit, it's only about 23 degrees out here today, so I'm freezing, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and head into the garage so I can show you guys that rack and talk about it a little bit. So give me a second. Man, yeah, it's cold out there today. I mean, it is freezing. I feel like my hands are frostbit already. I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit so you guys can see, give you a better look at what we got. So like I said, I got an opportunity to put a new cage in here, and I wanted to put a different one in here to give you guys some contrast between the 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage and something else. And I thought this was the best option to give us something around the same price as that 810 XLT with similar features that we could kind of build out our home backyard and garage gyms with. Now, some of the things that I noticed straight out the gate about the Sunny Health and Fitness rack that I kind of liked were, number one, it had these really nice safety bars, all right? I'll give you guys some close-ups of these in a minute, but because I'm working by myself. I don't have my main man Mikey with me here today, so I'm alone. That's my cameraman for those of you who haven't been here before. But I really like these safety bars. They got this nice rubber finish on them, which I really appreciate because this tri-wide Olympic bar, that's a $300 bar. And it's going up against rubber, both down there on the safeties and also on the J-hooks. So you know you're not gonna scratch up your bar. I didn't have to worry about that outside because I had a cheap bar that I got from a secondhand store that was rusty and everything. But now I got something that I don't have to worry about damaging in that bar. Even though this is a gym, we know it's gonna get scratched up, nicked up, and all that kind of stuff. But at least we don't have to worry about it quite as much as we would have with the other cage. Not something, that cage is still dope. Please understand, I'm just giving you guys some of the differences between the two because I don't want you guys to feel like you got the wrong cage because you got the A10 XLT. I'm just blessed enough on this day to have both of them. So I'm grateful for that. Another thing that I really liked about the build process on this cage was that it came with the feet. When you go ahead and put on the long supports here, it was easy to do it as a one-man job because they got these little, maybe about a 4-inch, basically foot pad that allows you to put that bar straight down onto that base and not have to hold it. All right, you just put it there and then you screw the screws in, and that was something that I really liked about this cage. Now, let me tell you, and like I said, I'm just giving you guys a few things. I'm gonna go deeper in depth into this in its own review. One thing that a lot of people will comment about is that these holes are not standard. They're less than standard, so any accessory that you add to this cage is gonna have to be from Sunny Health and Fitness, aside from the DIY Carol Fly that I put on this cage. We don't have to worry about this with this guy. I built this. I didn't create it. Someone else did and gave me the plans for it, and I rebuilt it. But it's amazing. It fits both cages. You won't have to worry about those holes being smaller than standard to build this. And I'll show you guys how I built that as soon as possible. I just got a couple more things to do before I can publish that video. But other things that were different about this cage, I'm not gonna say nicer, some of the other things that were different is that you didn't have to do the full build. On the Fitness Reality cage, you have to install all the pulleys yourself. Those came pre-installed and you just had to put the lat attachment onto the cage, and it was a simple process that was a lot quicker because some of the things that you didn't have to do. This cage comes with a lot of little pieces that you have to buy on the Fitness Reality cage. It came with Olympic plate holders, which you have to buy for the Fitness Reality cage that are $24. I think it's $24 or $28 for a pair. But then you also needed to buy for the lat pull down attachment 2 8-inch Olympic plate holder adapters. And so you won't have to get those. Those come with the cage. The other thing that the cage came with was safety. So you could clamp in and hold all of your weights on without them falling off. Unfortunately, they slightly smaller than the bar, so you can't use them on a bar, but you can use them on the plate holders that the bench, or I'm sorry, I keep saying bench, that the cage comes with. So that's a couple of things I just wanted to talk to you guys about. I just wanted to make sure that my Fitness Reality A10 XLT Supermax Power Cage, people did not feel left behind because I'm not using that in here. I really wanted to explain that because I already seen a couple of you guys mention in the comments like, man, what's up, Vern? You ditching us? No, I'm not ditching y'all. I just got a chance to get another option that'll allow us to understand even better how good that cage or this cage is. But both cages I feel are gonna be great. I've been using this one for about a month and I love it just like I love that one. But I'll tell you, one thing that Fitness Reality A10 XLT has that this cage doesn't have that I really like is that bar that goes across the middle of the cage that allows you to do lat pull downs. So you have to actually just hold yourself down when doing lat pull downs on this cage opposed to that cage because it doesn't have that option here. And that's a nice little option that I overlooked when I had it and it was built into that cage, but it's something that I definitely missed on this cage. But at the same time, we can still do our lat pull downs, just gotta have them ab muscles right and be ready to keep yourself based when you're doing your lat pull downs and those type of things. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I will show you guys one other thing that I'll give you a review on very soon if you haven't already seen it. But if you look here, you see I have this guy hanging from here. But I found these clips from my boy, again, my boy Carol. He showed me these clips that you can hang things from. So I can have some of my accessories hanging straight from the cage. And it's just a magnet. I'll put a link for those in the description of this video. They work on both cages. He has the A10 XLT Supermax power cage, and he showed me that. But that is a nice accessory that I think a lot of you guys are gonna like and appreciate if you grab them. And they're pretty inexpensive. But you get 6 in a pack or 8 in a pack. But I'll make sure I'll link that for you guys. Hey, I hope y'all like what I talked about here today. Make sure you check out these videos so you can learn a little bit more about me and here at Usawa Fitness and some of the reviews that I've done. Love and peace, everybody.